Hey, how you going? Yeah, no, this is more of a video, more of like a vlog for me. This is my first one. Bloody hell, bloody, what can I talk about? To be honest, um, yeah, my name's Jessica. Yeah, I live in Harden, New South Wales. I'm 33, and I have introduced myself to a new hobby, which is training working dogs and eventually getting into breeding. And I've been training for pretty much a year now. I got my first dog like a little over a year ago now, sort of thing. And yeah, started doing yard dog trialing this year, and I had my second one last week. As I said, it was with my first ever dog that I've ever trained, and he's only 15 months old, so he's still very much a puppy in working dog mind. A fully trained dog sometimes really gets up to when they're about 3 years old. That's pretty much when they're pretty mature and uh, like well started dog. So he's very much not there yet. He'll be 2 in April next year. Um, yeah, no, I got him from my partner's mate in Yass, and he's half well bred. Then the other half, his mum is actually just a station bred Coolie Kelpie. So he's actually a Coolie Kelpie, and he's a pretty big dog. He's very big. Um, yeah, and I liked him straight away. I picked him. Technically, he is mine. He's not my partner's. And I come up with the idea that not many really other people out there actually have coolies as working dogs, or Kelpie coolies. And you don't really see that many of them. Like, a lot of people love the traditional red and tan, black and tan, or collies. I'm not a collie person. I do like my Kelpies. I like my black and tan, but as I said, not many people out there have the coolies. So I was like, you know what? This might actually be a bit of an interesting thing for me to actually start getting into breeding as well. So I looked out there to find myself a bitch, and I came across a mate of mine who lives on the south coast. And yeah, last year, Cootamundra Rodeo last year, yeah, I saw she had an ad available, ad saying yeah, pups, and there was a coolie bitch within them, and I said, oh, I'd like to get the coolie bitch, and she's like, righto, I'll meet you at Cootamundra Rodeo, and yeah, bloody dual trade. I was like, righto, awesome. So yeah, no, she's going really well. She only just recently turned 1, so her training's going really well. She's a very soft dog, which is compared to my other dog. He's a very strong, hard-headed dog, and little bitch, well, she's just a very quiet temperament sort of thing, and really suits a female hand on her. Roy, he's very strong. Yeah, he is at sometimes very hard to pull up, but I do have that really firm voice on me that does boom across the yard sometimes. And he needs a very hard hand. My partner tried working the young bitch, and as I said, she doesn't fit a male handler. She was very timid and didn't really want to work for him. So, but you know, she works well for me, and she's just learning how to back and everything like that, which is a bloody sigh of relief, because I was like, oh my god, when she ever backs? I was like, hopefully she does back, and she backs, but not the greatest backer, but she can back. She only just literally learned how to do it, so she was pretty over the moon when she found out. She's like, oh my god, I can back. And but my other dog, he could back for days. He's there. He backs up in very long races. He can back up from like the race to the shearing sheds. Like he make a really good truck dog, but I would never sell him. He was the first dog I ever trained, and no, never selling him. And same as my coolie bitch, I would never sell her, because they're going to be like the start of my breeding program sort of thing. been told in the Coolie world, including when it's not just Coolie, but also Kelpie Coolie, I've been told a lot of things. They're saying, oh, you can't breed Merle and Merle, which is like a Coolie and Coolie, because they might produce offspring which can lead to some of the pups turning blind or deaf, and they think it's not that fair because it's that white colour in them. But if they're Kelpie cross Coolie, I'm not exactly sure, but I did see someone put a post up that they actually did breed Merle and Merle together as a working dog, and then all of a sudden their post was taken off the internet, so off Facebook. So I was like, maybe it is a bit frowned upon. So to be honest, I probably won't be trying it. So, but I have plans for the Coolie bitch to be paired with my partner's Kelpie. He's black, almost black, but he's got a bit of white on his chest. But he's a small dog, so it'd be well suited to her, because she's also very small as well. But not overly small, but she's small. But I've been told, like, you can't really put a big dog over a small bitch because she could also have trouble. She might struggle during birth. So yeah, so that's my plan with her. And then my partner he's got a young pup there at the moment who's very, very young. Very young. She's keen. Luckily she's keen on sheep. And so I would like to put my Coolie over him. She's a beautiful black and tan bitch. She's got beautiful markings, beautiful nature, very outgoing. And she comes to you when she's called, and she actually kind of sit on command, and she's a hopefully turns out to be a really nice bitch. So that's the planning with that one. So I actually pulled out of young yard dog trialing this weekend, considering, like, I know it was probably pretty bad, my third yard dog trial, but I was in the maiden. They didn't really have an encouragement. I rather an encouragement than a maiden. There's a lot less people in an encouragement, and it's more suited for me because it's like beginner. Like, you get a lot more people in a maiden who's probably more advanced than an encouragement. So that's what the weekend of the 4th of October, which is Brigby show, which they actually have an encouragement. So that's my plan for that one. So, and that would be the last one for me for the year. So more training. I've also bought a really cool little video sports camera that hooks onto my shirt via magnet, and I'll be doing just little few videos of how I'm going and what my progression is with my training. It's more for keeping a video log for me, but you guys can also view it as well. But yeah, as I said, I'm learning, doing all these. Like last year I did 2 working dog schools. This year I did one. Last year I did one in Carer, working dog clinics. Eye-opener, really interesting. As I said, a vast wide knowledge that I've actually got is reading from books, magazines, videos, talking to people. Like, I've never really pursued anything that's I'm actually really passionate about. I tried, my partner's a team roper. I tried roping. I tried breakaway, which is like the dummy roping, which is not roping cattle yet, but the start of it. My barrel racing, I did it, won a couple, like just jackpots sort of thing, but you need to have a good going horse. I had a bit of a problem with horses that I had, and they were just typical chestnut mares, and I liked my chestnut mare and couldn't really get going with her and weren't really compatible. She was a bit of a bitch. So I got rid of her, and now I've got like this old clumper of a chestnut gelding who's not really designed for barrel racing. So I still ride, but don't do it competitively anymore. But I've pursued this new interest, and it seems like it's clicking and it's going really well. Yeah, it's challenging. It's like training for the first time. My partner said to me, he's like, normally the first dog that you train, doesn't turn out to be a really good dog. And I was like, oh, great. I said, I don't want to fucking ruin this, this good dog that could potentially have, a life. But so far, like, I think I'm doing pretty good for a first timer. I still have a long way to go. But yeah, as I said, it's just a work in progress, and I'm loving every minute of it. And you know what? I'm going to keep doing it. The amount of problems you come across, and then it's like, oh, okay, he's doing this. What can I do to prevent this from happening? How am I supposed to get on top of it? What am I supposed to do? And I'm like, okay, let's figure it out. He's doing this. Let's try and changing it up a bit. Let's do this. And I'm like, okay, this could work. Throwing it a bit out there. I do ask a lot of other people, a lot of the trainers. I'm like, my pup's doing this. I said, what can I do to stop him doing it? I said, is there another drill I can try? And they're like, oh, sometimes you can try this. And I was like, yeah, this could work. Because when I started doing my first working dog clinic, the fella said straight away, he's like, use these tips. They could work for you. You don't necessarily agree with me. I said, that's fine. I said, a lot of people are like that. You use different things from different people and make them work for you. Like, one thing could work for another person doesn't mean it's going to work for you. And then you can and then you come across another trainer and they're like, oh yeah, this trainer's a bit like me. He's got the same kind of attitude as me. Or another female trainer, I'll be like, oh yeah, she's quietly spoken. She does this, and she likes her quiet dogs. And she's like, oh, I like her training methods. Well, then try it. I said, there's no harm in trying. That's the great thing about this. Try. Yeah. So this is a bit of a video, like a vlog, video log, if you care to say, about myself, and it's more for my preferences. I can look back, and this is my first time recording myself, which is really weird. Yeah, I can speak up to 13 minutes about talking about this, but yeah, as I said, stay tuned. I've got more videos that are going to be popping up, and yeah, as I said, hopefully they're not too jagged and messy that you can't really watch. And sometimes I do swear a fair bit. Excuse the swearing. So no animals are hurt with these videos or anything like that. All about animal care and everything. And I care so much about animals and my dogs. Nutrition, getting them to eat the right thing, make sure they always have clean water to drink from. I just recently got a dog cage for the back of my tub ute, and just recently my partner helped me recently put a floor in, and it's all like designed and everything like that, because he used to have them tied up. People still tie them up. I don't bag out tying up on the back of the utes, but I just see recently a lot of Facebook posts of local areas around here, like Kuta and Burrawa, of they find dogs, working dogs, kelpies, and say, oh, I found this dog, he's injured, found him on the side of the road. If anybody owns him, please comment. But I've been seeing it a lot lately, and as I said, the poor bloody things, like I've seen, like it's happened to me before. My dog will travelling from up north back to New South Wales, and I went around a corner a bit too quickly to avoid something like a kangaroo, I think, and he like slipped and he fell, but he was still tied up, and he hung for a bit, and I had to stop the car and put him back in. And it's not very nice. Like yeah, you don't want your dogs to fall off, because they can fall underneath your car and get run over by your own wheel. So yeah, I recommend the dog cages. But yeah, if you do have to tie them up in the middle and tie them short, especially when you're on the buggy and stuff like that. Keep them short and in the middle. You don't want your best mate to get injured. And trust me, the vet bill wouldn't be pretty. Anyway, this is my first video, so yeah, just a bit of insight of what's going on in my life and who I am. And hopefully you guys pick up on something as well. And yeah, feel free to contact me, message to me, be nice about it, because as I said, I'm learning. But happy to take any kind of input. So yeah, logging off.